Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you all know, I am Akshata Patel from Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, Bengaluru, and the today's subject is Maths 1 and the topic is application of a polar coordinates. In this video, we will discuss following topics. First, we will discuss introduction to polar curves and the polar coordinates. Then the relationship between the Cartesian coordinates that is x, y and the polar curves that is r, theta. And the last, we will discuss application of polar coordinates. Let's begin with introduction. First we will discuss what is the polar curves and what is the polar coordinates. The polar curves. Another important system to represent a point in a plane is known as a polar curves. We are generally introduced to the idea of a graphing curves by relating x values to y values through a function f. That is, we set y is equals to f of x, where f is a function, and plot lots of point pairs x, y. Second one is the polar coordinates. When each point on a plane of a two-dimensional coordinate system is decided by a distance from a reference point and an angle is taken from a reference direction, it is known as the polar coordinate system. So here we will discuss more about polar coordinates. I have given one diagram. In this, initial reference is chosen by spotting a point O in the plane and it is called as a pole. A line OL drawn through O, it is called as the initial line. If a P is any point in the plane joining OP, with the result an angle is formed at O. The length of OP is denoted by R, is called as the radius vector of the point. The angle LOP, it is denoted by a theta and measured in the anti-clockwise direction, is called the vectorial angle. The pair of r theta represented by p is equals to r theta or p in bracket r theta are called as the polar coordinates of the point P. We will discuss our next topic, that is the relationship between the Cartesian coordinates xy and the polar coordinates r theta. Here we will take one figure which gives the relationship between the Cartesian coordinates and the polar coordinates. Let x, y and r theta respectively represent the Cartesian and the polar coordinate of any point P in the plane, where the origin O is taken as the pole and the x-axis is taken as the initial line. From this figure, we have OQ is equals to x and QP is equals to y. We know that it is a right angle triangle. So from this right angle triangle OQP, we will take cos theta. We know that the cos theta is equals to adjacent by hypotenuse. Here the adjacent side is OQ and the hypotenuse side is OP. We know that the OQ is equals to x and the OP is equals to r. So the cos theta will be x by r. This r will go here, so it will be the x is equals to r cos theta. We will take this equation as a first equation. So next we will take sin theta. We know that the sin theta is equals to opposite by hypotenuse. Here opposite side is QP and the hypotenuse side is OP. So we know that OQP is equals to y and the OP is equals to r. This r will go here, so y is equals to r sin theta. So we will take this equation as the second equation. Further, we will square and add first and the second equation. Then we will get x square plus y square is equals to r square cos square theta plus r square sin square theta. From r square cos square theta plus r square sin square theta, we will take r square as a common. So here it will be x square plus y square is equals to r square in bracket cos square theta plus sin square theta. We know that the cos square theta plus sin square theta is equals to 1. So here x square plus y square is equals to r square into 1 is equals to r square. So the r is equals to under root x square plus y square. Here we will take this equation as the third equation. So next we will divide second equation by first equation. Then we will get r sin theta divided by r cos theta is equals to y by x. Here r will get cancelled. So the sin theta by cos theta is equals to tan theta. Then the tan theta is equals to y by x. So theta is equals to tan inverse of y by x. Here we will take this equation as the fourth equation. The relation first and second determines the Cartesian coordinates in the terms of a polar coordinates, whereas the relations third and the fourth determine the polar coordinates in terms of a Cartesian coordinates. It is evident that r is a function of a theta, means r depends on a theta, and the equation in the form r is equals to f of theta or f in bracket r theta is equals to c. Here c being a constant is called the equation of the curve in the polar form or simply a polar curves. So we will start our next topic, that is the application of a polar coordinates. So the first application of a polar coordinates is delving into the mathematics of a polar coordinates. Polar coordinates are extremely useful in mathematics, especially in areas like calculus and complex numbers. Familiarize yourself with how to perform differentiation and integration in polar coordinates, offering a fresh perspective to these operations. Second one, the exploring the role of polar coordinates in physics. Polar coordinates find ample application in the field of physics. For instance, in mechanics, they are used to simplify problems involving circular motion and the angular momentum. Third one is unveiling the application in engineering. In engineering disciplines like electrical and mechanical engineering, polar coordinates often simplify problem solving. For example, in control systems, the concept of a root locus, which is often used to design controllers, is better visualized in polar coordinates. In a fluid dynamics, flow problems, especially those involving circular pipes or tanks, can be more straightforward to solve using polar coordinates. So the next one is understanding the application in computer graphics and robotics. Understand how polar coordinates can be used in a computer graphics for transformation like rotation, scaling and sharing. In robotics, the representation of a robot arm kinematics is often simplified using polar coordinates. Similarly, in computer vision, for operations like image rotation and finding the direction of gradients, polar coordinates are invaluable. Comprehending the use of polar coordinates in geography and navigation. Polar coordinates forms the basis for geographic coordinate system used to pinpoint locations on Earth. Understand how longitude and latitude can be seen as a type of polar coordinates. And the last one is the analyzing real life examples. Study real life examples where polar coordinates have been employed, such as in satellite navigation systems like GPS, radars and sonars are also use polar coordinates to detect the position and the distance of objects. Thank you guys for watching my video. Please subscribe, comment, share and like and keep watching.